The devastation of a home lost,
Just seen it all,
but happy to be alive.
We were here trying to save the house, but once it caught fire, we just escaped in the car and got out, so we're just very thankful to be alive.
One man wasn't so lucky. 63-year-old Walter Linder died of a suspected heart attack while defending his home during intense fires in Lake Munmora on the Central Coast.
That's the worst that anyone wants to happen, and we extend our sympathy to his family.
Cooler temperatures and weaker winds made it easier for firefighters still battling more than 100 fires, 34 of them burning out of control. An emotional Rural Fire Service chief proud of the work being done.
We've got the best firefighters in the world. They are second to none. We can only be proud of what's unravelled in the last 24 hours. It's a very difficult scenario, and as I mentioned yesterday, a number of our firefighters, a number of the emergency workers, they're part of these communities, and they are too suffering loss. They've lost their homes. They know they've lost homes of their neighbours.
Many who lost their home taking shelter at makeshift evacuation centre, the Springwood Sports Club.
We know that our house has gone through a neighbour who's had their house survived. We don't know to what extent. We haven't been able to get back there yet.
Others still unsure of the fate of their home.
We're safe. The kids are safe.
That's what matters, isn't it?
And the family dog, we don't know.
Some were seeing the lighter side of the devastation.
She was looking at the television, we were watching the news, and she was saying, wouldn't it be sad if you saw your house on... Because we hadn't told her that a house was on fire then. Wouldn't it be sad if you saw your house on television burning? 15 minutes later, oh, that's my house. And we said, well, Granny, we weren't going to tell you, but you know now. Yeah, your house is burning.
What can I say?
I was so happy, though. You could have been here. If this had happened on Wednesday, you'd be dead. I am so happy. It happened on Thursday. She was up at our place.
The fires closed some schools in the lower Blue Mountains, affecting HSC students sitting their exams.
Well, I was meant to have an ancient history exam today, but one of the head teachers of the school was actually here last night, so I've spoken to him and he said there'll be no penalty, I can do it when I need to, but one thing I did grab was my study notes. That was priority. So I have my study notes and I have my laptop, so when I do get to sit the exam, I've got stuff.
And those schools, their teachers, their principals and the students did a magnificent job, because you can imagine the concern of parents outside of those schools.
The Premier calling for people to stay away from their home until they're given the all clear.
Police and Rural Fire Service have to make sure that those structures are safe. They also have to do the necessary but gruesome task of checking that there's no one inside these properties, and they're also doing a stock take of what properties have been lost.
It may be days before the true extent of the devastation is known.